Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. This reading is going to be for my Cancers. If you guys resonate with the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you guys want a personal reading, you can hit me up at jocelynlovely84@gmail.com. Okay, we're starting off with the Queen of Wands energy. If you take a look at this beautiful stick, it's a representation of a person, right? But one person has one perspective, one version of self here, a very light, beautiful, feminine version, right? Or it doesn't have to be feminine, it could just be a lighter version of self, maybe the side of you that you like to expose to the world. And then you have this other aspect way on the other side of the spectrum, right? The darker side, darker energy, parts of you that nobody really knows, only very few people that have known you know about, right? It's weird because you have a Queen of Wands energy, you get the Hangman, and a King of Wands energy. This is the upgrade. From the Queen, you go to the King, but look at the difference. This is what I'm saying. These are aspects of yourself that you, if I can be 100% honest, there's aspects of you here that you have not exposed to yourself. Or when you do, it's really hard for you to look in there, right? Because those are aspects of you that maybe you haven't forgiven about yourself, you haven't accepted, you haven't exposed. And it's all hidden. It's hidden from plain sight. It's hidden from plain view because it's what you do best. And think about it this way. Everybody has this. Everyone has these aspects that you don't want to show. So what they do is they mask. It's this mask we wear so that nobody would ever have to, see these versions of ourselves that society would deem unfit, unwell, not right, not perfect. And so instead of us, luckily, because we can hide this version of ourselves, we don't have to go in there, we don't have to look, we don't have to claim these parts, we don't have to do any of that. And when you do, it's a really dark day. It's not a good one. Those are usually the days you spend alone, because again, these are versions of self that cannot be exposed to anybody, no matter what the cost is, right? Exposed to ourselves, we'll tolerate because we don't have a choice. But exposing this to others, that's a no deal. That's a no-no. You got the Hangman energy again. It all comes about perspective. The perspective of what society deems okay for us to reveal about ourselves and what it doesn't. What you think is okay for you, whether that's accepting things that you've done in the past to harm yourself or others, or just your dark nature. It's that playful dark nature, right? You have the Two of Wands energy. We have a lot of two on the board, 222, right? It talks about faith, having a lot of faith that you're exactly where you're supposed to be and that everything will turn up. But you have Two of Wands energy. This is choices. The choice to live out, whether it's the choice to live out the same way you have, right? The option to expose as much as yourself as you can without revealing the rest. The choice to be honest and proud of all aspects of you, whether they're liked by society or not, or liked by other people or not, right? At the end of the day, you only care about what people think about you if you haven't accepted yourself fully as you are. And this is you making the choice to live out both aspects in one. It's very hard to do, but people can do this. It's usually people like this that are deemed kind of crazy because you're willing to expose things that people don't think are okay, right? But those are the people most people are drawn to, those type of people, right? With the fire, it's the drive though. It's the drive, it's the heart, it's the willingness to light up all versions of you that you haven't claimed. You have the Lovers, right? This is what I'm saying, an opportunity, and they're both in the dark. They're both in the dark. It's a representation of how dark, how unaware both aspects are to each other when it comes to putting them together. If life were to tell you, society were to tell you that it's okay to expose your shadow, would you be able to? Would you have the courage to go out there and face yourself and then let the light shine with the dark? Would you be able to do that? Or would you just hide? Right? It's the monsters we keep in the basement. Now you're being asked to liberate them. Can you live cohesively in perfect union with both aspects? Or are you going to keeping certain parts of yourself shut so that they don't get exposed because it's too much? It's too real, right? You have Temperance next. This reminds me of like a magician being revealed, or the opportunity, right, with a cup, but being released. A genie being released, or your deepest, darkest wishes being released or exposed into the open. Having the ability to do that and not caring, not caring what you think. Let's be honest, because nobody else sees this but you. You give, it's not caring about, it's like living life without judgment of self. Can you live that way? Well, you would know, right? Because as long as you keep judging yourself, you're not going to expose it. You won't expose those aspects to yourself. But the minute you do, then you would actually have a choice to say whether this is something you can live with, or fuck it. You choose not to. You choose to keep, condemning yourself for what essentially is you, whether you like it or not. Then you have the Ace of Cups, right? A whole new beginning, a whole new opportunity to make peace. It's a card of peace, having the confidence to make peace with those aspects that you deem unworthy to be a part of you. Meanwhile, all they've ever wanted was to be a part of you. They hate it. Don't you think? Think about it this way. Your shadows, right? Parts of self that haven't been exposed, they're resentful. They hate you. You can literally hate yourself because there is no exposure. There's no acceptance. There's no playtime. They don't get to play. Those aspects of self are demonic, right? And so therefore, why even make friends with a demon? That's pretty much what it is. Why make friends with them? Why? Because they're yours. They're your demons. They're your friends. They're you. Can you accept that? Damn, Cancer, this reading got real deep. But that's all I have for you. That's as far as I can go, because this reading really triggers me. When we talk about my own darkness that needs to be exposed, that I feel nobody will accept. It happens. We all have that. But yeah, think about it. Spend some time, meditate on those, the things that really scare you the most about yourself, and then bring it into awareness and ask why they really scare you, and what it means to actually be liberated with all aspects of self. What that would mean to you. Would you have more peace? Would you have more freedom? Would you love yourself even more? Because that's what it is. It's the opportunity for love. Every aspect of you needs it, especially the parts of self that you hide from the rest of the world. Those are the parts that need the most healing. And it's like you're at a point here. You have a choice. You can do that. You can allow yourself to seek healing, or you can do the same thing you've done your whole life and still feel like you're separated. There's parts of self that are not whole, right? Because you are compartmentalizing. All right, guys, that's all I have for you.